Hi guys and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, since it's the opening weekend of the championship season, I've decided that I'm going to predict all the championship games on the opening weekend. I don't know whether this is going to be a regular thing, I'm just testing it to see if you guys like the idea of it, and if you do, can you show your support by smashing the like button and subscribing if you haven't subscribed already, and let's get into the predictions. Right, so I've got all my predictions down on this bit of paper that's in front of me here, and we start with the opening fixture for the season. That will be tonight, in fact, at 7:45 when Luton Town take on Middlesbrough. Intriguing opening game to kick off the season, really. Luton obviously in the championship now after winning League One last season. Middlesbrough just short of the playoffs. Obviously lost out to Derby in the playoff spot, finished 7th last season, so it will be an interesting game. Jonathan Woodgate's first game as Middlesbrough manager, and it's also former West Brom assistant Graham Jones's first game as Luton Town manager. I think that it obviously will be an interesting game. There'll be a great atmosphere considering it's Luton's first game in the Championship for the season, and I'm going to go Luton to win this game 1-0. I think they'll get the first 3 points of the season with a great atmosphere, and it'll be a successful game for Luton there, and they'll pick up their first 3 points of the season. So we move on to the Saturday 3 o'clock kickoffs then, and the first one is Barnsley taking on Fulham. Obviously Barnsley coming up to the Championship, second last season in League One, and Fulham getting relegated from the Premier League straight back down to the Championship. Scott Parker's first game in the Championship as Fulham manager. Again, will be an interesting game. Barnsley's a promoted side, will have a lot to prove. Many people predicting they will go straight back down to League One. Scott Parker made some good signings as Fulham manager, particularly in the forward line with Cavallero and Knockaert, and keeping Mitrovic as well will surely bag them goals as well. I think it'll be a tight game, but I'm going to go Fulham to win it 2-1. Now, next 3 o'clock game is Blackburn against Charlton. Many people tipping Blackburn to be a dark horse to get in the playoffs. Obviously, they kept Bradley Dack, good Championship striker in Danny Graham. They obviously got Adebayo from West Brom on loan from Manchester City. So they have got a solid squad. Obviously, Tony Mowbray, former Albion manager, leading Blackburn for another season against newly promoted Charlton, who won via the playoffs. Be a tough game for Charlton to deal with, and I think Blackburn will have too much for them. I'm going to go Blackburn to win 2-0. Brentford against Birmingham. Brentford, big tips to get playoffs this season. Signed Janssen, kept Morpie as it stands, got the likes of Ben Rama in there as well. Good players that should be good enough to challenge for the playoffs. Against Birmingham, who haven't yet found a replacement for Che Adams. They've signed a good Croatian midfielder, and also Crowley, I think his name is, very highly rated youngster. But I think Brentford will have too much for Birmingham. I'm going to go 3-1 to the Bees on that one. Next one is Millwall against Preston. Millwall bringing some good signings. Bodvarsson, Conor Mahoney, obviously was successful at Blues last season when he was at Bournemouth on loan. Against Preston, who recently brought in Andre Green from Aston Villa on loan, good player. And I'm going to go Preston to nick this one 1-0 at the Den to get off to the perfect start. Reading against Sheffield Wednesday is the next 3 o'clock kickoff. Obviously, Reading I tipped to go down. I just don't think they've brought in enough quality. You've got Charlie Adam, but is he too old now? Sheffield Wednesday will have no manager. They haven't replaced Steve Bruce, who left for Newcastle. So, will be a tough game at the Madejski Stadium. I'm going to go for a ball draw here, 0-0. I think that, it'd be a boring start for both teams, and I'm going to go 0-0 on that one. Stoke QPR, obviously Stoke will be aiming to do a lot better than last season, obviously. Brought in a couple of lads from Barnsley, Lindsay and Davies, brought in Powell from Wigan, and I'll definitely think they'll have a better season than last season. And I'm going to go Stoke to get a big win, 3-0 to Stoke against QPR. Swansea against Hull. Now, obviously, Swansea just let McBurney go. I think they've signed a striker called Pedersen. So they've obviously found a replacement quite quickly. Hull have still got Jared Bowen, still a quality player. But I think Swansea will win this one 2-1 and get off to a good start in the Championship. The final 3 o'clock game on Saturday is Wigan against Cardiff. Cardiff's first game back in the Championship since being relegated, and have a good, experienced Championship manager in Neil Warnock. They obviously added to their squad. They brought in Aidan Flint from Middlesbrough, good experienced Championship defender. I think they'll go to a solid start. Wigan obviously signed Jamal Lowe from Portsmouth, really good signing. But I think Cardiff will go to a solid start. I'm going to go for them to win 2-0 at Wigan on the opening weekend. And finally, to round off Saturday, it's Nottingham Forest taking on West Bromwich Albion at 5:30. Obviously, I gave you my score prediction in the Nottingham Forest preview. You can check that video out on my channel. I'm going to go 1-1. I think despite us not yet having 3 to 4 players in like Slaven Bilic wanted for this game, I think the squad should be capable enough to at least get a draw. Obviously, I'd take a draw as well, considering that we don't have a 20 to 25 goal striker right now. So I'm going to go 1-1 on that one. We're now heading to Sunday. Bristol City take on Leeds at 4:30. Another interesting game. This is two sides that should be aiming for promotion to the Premier League, most likely from the playoff spots. So it'll be an interesting game. This one should be a good quality game. Bristol City obviously missed out on the playoffs. Leeds got third and lost to Derby in the semi-finals last season. I'm going to go 1-1 here as well. I think both teams will cancel each other out. Be a good game. There'll be a couple of goals, but I think it'll be a draw. It'll be a very even game. And finally, to round off week 1 of the Championship season, it's Huddersfield Town who take on Derby County. This should be an interesting game. Again, a lot of interesting games to kick off the opening weekend. This is an exciting one. Huddersfield, obviously relegated from the Premier League, will be looking to start strongly. But also Derby got a strong coach in Philip Cocu. Brought in, I think, Christian Bielik from Arsenal for 10 million today. Brought in Kieran Dowell. Lost Harry Wilson and Mason Mount, influential players. But I think Derby will get off to the perfect start. It's going to be a 1-0 win to Derby, I think. Huddersfield, it'll be a terrible start for them coming back down from the Premier League to the Championship. I think Derby will walk away with 3 points in this one. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. As I say, it's just a video idea, see how it goes, see if it goes well, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. So I'll catch you guys for more videos very soon on the channel.